Hey everyone, I'm here with Free at the studio. We're just gonna have a little chat on music and life. So hey, thank you so much for coming, brother.
Man, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. So you are born and raised in LA?
Yeah, Inglewood.
Awesome. So you're friends with Snoop Dogg and all the crew?
Yeah, we all the same Dick crew,
Yeah.
same LA, repping the West.
Nice, awesome. So how long have you been making music for?
I would say seriously, probably about 6, 7 years. But I kind of always grew up around music. Like both my grandfathers were drummers. My grandma used to sing. It's always kind of been a part of my life, you know.
What kind of music were you listening to growing up?
Well, my parents are older, so naturally my grandparents are like a lot older. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of 70s, a lot of like James Brown, a lot of like Temptations, a lot of Marvin Gaye, Al Green.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where my music roots are.
Your music is like a mixture of like R&B, but you also have a lot of hip hop in it, right? You rap, but you sing. You take all of that like from your like different influences, you would say?
Yeah, I think for sure, like hearing all of that, it just kind of made me like always appreciate or just love melody. So I think in general, like I just gravitate towards the melodies I hear in my head, like when I hear a beat or something like that. So I think I always try to incorporate both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, earlier today we had a few artists here in the studio, and many of them are not like LA natives, so they shared a little bit of their perspective being here in the city. But, we would love to hear from an LA native, like, what is it like being an artist, right?
I think the music scene in LA, first off, is like super active. It's a great place to be. It's just so many different communities and pockets, different types of creatives. You know what I mean? You just got to find your people and then just start going at it, because it's definitely like a melting pot of style, cultures, everything. And I think that's what makes LA like so great.
How do you see music in your life aside from like a career path? Like what is music for you? Shut the fuck up.
I would definitely say music to me is always been kind of like a release. It's like therapy for me. Like even if I'm having a bad day, if I'm like stuck in traffic, like going through it in LA, like, I put on some music, I just instantly kind of feel better. You know what I mean? That's what music means to me. I think that's what initially like made me want to do music.
Yeah, just a feeling that it gives you, like the headspace it puts you at, and you're like, why would I be doing something else, right?
I remember playing hide and go seek in like my grandfather's studio. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
nice.
It's always been a part of my life.
Can you tell us a little bit about like your process?
In general, I typically just like, hear a beat, get a vibe for it, and go off the vibe. But I've definitely had songs in the past where I've kind of like, I have an idea, I might have these 4 bars, let me write these 4 bars down real quick. I have a hook idea, or just maybe even if it's just idea, word, anything, and I've definitely built off of that too. But I think my favorite for sure is just like getting in with somebody, like building, chopping it up, like we can make something that's like totally new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of like collaborating more like in real time while the producer is building the beat, you're like writing, and that like dynamic.
I think some of the best music comes like that.
Like,
you know what I mean?
In the moment, right? So you mentioned both your grandfathers were drummers. Like what kind of music were they playing? Like they were playing with bands?
They were doing jazz music.
They are from LA?
From LA, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, majority of my family, like on my mom's side, from Kansas City.
Okay.
So, like, ever since like they've been out here, they've been doing music, jazz, drumming. Even my uncle was in a band. He was part of the Gap band. He used to do music with the Gap band. So he's on a lot of records and a lot of stuff. It was always like so like inspiring for me and cool just to go to different places, like be at different little gigs and stuff, and just see the reception people would have to the music, and just to be around in those rooms where the energy is just so good. It was just dope. You know what I mean? What's up? It's your boy Free. I'm here at Silver Gun Records. I'm about to perform my song Tap Out, so make sure you tap in.